Hello everyone, welcome to Desert Succulent. Today we're going to be featuring Graptopetalum Purple Delight, or also known as the Graptopetalum Snow White. This kind of succulent is a hybrid variety and it's very popular as a potted succulent ornamental plant, and it's one of those succulents na magandang ilagay sa mga pots because of its trailing effect. Yung kanyang leaves are very thick and is rosette forming, and what's very distinct about this kind of succulent is yung kanyang purple and pinkish na color, which is more visible nga lalo na pag malamig ang panahon or if it receives more sunlight exposure. This could grow to around 10 centimeters in diameter, and when it blooms it will be giving us this white and red spotted na flowers. If we will be putting it in an environment with large temperature difference and yung abundance nga of sunshine, yung ating leaves would gradually turn purple. As you can see right now, medyo nagiging purplish na nga siya, although it's not completely that stress as of now. And of course, the most important thing is that yung ating sunlight is very useful nga for the growth of our Purple Delight. You also need to consider na it's not just about the sun exposure that we are talking about. Dapat kung saan man natin siya ilalagay, it's also well ventilated. Parang there's gonna be a room for it to breathe. There's a lot of air circulation for us nga to prevent future diseases like yung ating mga fungal attacks, which is now a result of poor ventilation. And if yung ating light is too strong, especially nga during our summer months, we have to properly shade it. Kailangan natin siyang protectionan against sa ating araw to prevent yung ating sunburn. And I have here sa pinakalikod, this is a two-headed na Purple Delight. If you have watched our vlog about one mistake that we did na nag-cause ng dehydration ng ating mga succulents, our Purple Delight is actually one of those. This is the actual photo of our Purple Delight before, na in just 2 days time talagang na-dehydrate sila because of too much heat na na-trap doon nga sa ating ginawang DIY na greenhouse. Although right now it's fully recovered, you cannot see any signs of dehydration or leaf burn sa kanya. It's well hydrated as of the moment, and what we did to help it bring back to its normal na itsura that we can see right now is through bottom watering. So it's very important for us to water these well, even though that they are drought tolerant and they only require little moisture. Syempre, iba pa din talaga if we're gonna be watering them as scheduled, and therefore we have to water them if yung kanilang soil is completely dry. And again, this particular Purple Delight that we are seeing has surpassed nga yung ating mga Monsoon Rains. Isa din siya doon sa ating mga succulents na nakalagay sa ating crates na talagang nababad sa ating ulan for almost a month. The only issue that it had was nagkaroon siya ng napakadaming mushy leaves dito sa pinaka-bottom na part, and we were now able to remove it. We really don't follow a specific watering schedule for our Purple Delight or most of our succulents. We just simply assess nga yung kanilang pinaka-soil, whether it's still dry or moist pa ba siya. But typically right now, medyo basa pa talaga yung soil nitong ating mga succulents. We are using yung ating typical loam soil that we can just easily buy sa ating mga garden shops. It's something that's already proven nga na appropriate or talagang suitable siya dito nga sa ating microclimate up in the highland areas. And you have to keep on experimenting on your soil mix until ma-perfect nyo nga yung suitable na soil mix sa inyong mga succulents. Our Purple Delight requires plenty of nutrients as they grow, and it will now depend on you kung ano nga bang klaseng fertilizer yung gagamitin ninyo, but it's always best that we can control nga yung amount of fertilizer that we are feeding our succulents. Ayaw nating gumamit ng matapang or ayaw naman nating masobrahan yung paggamit natin, and it's best nga if we're gonna be using yung ating mga fertilizers that can be diluted sa water, kasi at least yun pwede natin siyang i-control and ididilig lang natin sila dito directly nga sa kanilang pinaka soil. So propagating this kind of succulent is sobrang dali, walang kahirap-hirap kasi nga yung kanyang leaves are very thick. We can easily remove them from the stem, and at the same time since exposed talaga, very visible yung kanilang pinaka stem, we can just simply cut it here. If for example we're gonna be removing some of its leaves like what we have here, you can just simply do this one, left to right lang yung pagtanggal natin sa kanya, and there you go, you have a successful leaf propagation nitong ating Purple Delight. One single leaf could possibly give you two-headed na rosette. It doesn't mean na isang piraso lang yung ating leaf is that isa din yung tutubo sa kanya. No, depende siya. And like for example here we have 1, 2, and dun nga sa pinaka loob we still have a new offset na tumutubo banda dun sa pinaka gitna. Ayan. So pag lumaki itong Purple Delight na ito, it could possibly look like this na parang two-headed din siya. And lastly, they could also be producing multiple offsets from time to time like what we have here. We have 3 tiny offsets right in the center nga nung kanilang pinaka stem, and look at that one, diba? Napakagandang tignan yung parang pinkish na color at a very young na age, and possibly we would be expecting na more offsets would grow dito nga sa ating mga leaf nodes kung saan tayo nagtanggal ng overwatered na succulent before. Further maintenance, we have to remove some of the dead leaves kasi itong mga ito, they could attract yung ating mga pests and fungal diseases lalo na pag nababasa sila, and we're gonna be leaving it here for a long period of time. And also if we're gonna be removing these dead leaves, it could help our plant grow more na leaves. And that's all for our Purple Delight care guide. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also visit our Facebook page at Desert Succulent PH.